1976 to 1979 student film enrichment video, I chose the film Rocky. It's one of my favorite films. We got the director John G. Avildsen. We got the main actors too: Sylvester Stallone, Talia Shire, and Burgess Meredith. So the movie starts off with Rocky Balboa. He's a small-time boxer. He's doing little club fights and all that. And he's from Philadelphia. He's a central character of the film, and he works as a debt collector for a guy named Tony at the local loan shark. And he spends most of his free time training at this local gym, local kind of run down gym. Mickey's Gym is the name of it. He knows the owner, like Mickey. He's been going around for a long time, and honestly, I would describe Rocky Balboa. He's really humble, really modest, and that's what everyone loves about him, and the whole neighborhood knows him. So that's pretty cool. And one day, this opportunity comes by, and it changes Rocky's life. He gets the opportunity to fight the heavyweight boxing world champion Apollo Creed, and decides to give this unknown fighter a chance at the title. And so he's looking around for some fighters, and he comes across Rocky Balboa, and he's like, I want to fight this guy Rocky Balboa, and he names him the Italian Stallion versus the Apollo Creed. So as this fight approaches, life take a turn. He begins this romantic relationship with Adrian. This is one of his friend's sister, and she's shy, introverted in a local pet shop. And the relationship blossoms throughout the movie as he takes her across dates and stuff like that. It's really sweet. And then Rocky, he catches Mickey's attention. This guy who owns the gym. Because he's a boxing trainer who sees potential in him, but he's sad because Rocky has never used that potential. So when he sees this opportunity, he gets a little frustrated that Rocky doesn't want to take it. And with this, he offers to train Rocky for the upcoming fight, and this is where the whole rigorous training regimen starts up, and we have this whole training sequence, and it's really cool. And then this whole journey to the big fights full of ups and downs. He has his doubts about his own abilities, grapples with the pressure of the match, and all his personal setbacks, but he still perseveres and he believes this is his chance to prove himself. So, and the whole city of Philadelphia is right behind Rocky throughout this whole movie. He's kind of the underdog, symbol of hope type movie. He's got all these training montages. He's got the inspiring music. I think it's Gonna Fly Now and Eye of the Tiger. Very iconic moments in the cinema. Very cool. And then the fight between Rocky and Apollo take place. It's a really brutal, intense battle. I think it was on for a long rounds. I think almost 15. And then both fighters are pushing themselves to the limits. One thing I really like this movie is that Rocky was taking this whole fight seriously, while Apollo Creed just thought this is just gonna be another boxing match. But Rocky really surprised him, and that's how this whole cinematic franchise started. And this fight goes the distance, despite not winning the title. Rocky earns the respect and admiration of Apollo Creed, and he demands a rematch, and you'll see that in Rocky 2. And the movie ends with Rocky delivering a heartfelt speech about his importance of never giving up. And this whole journey really shows the dominance of the human spirit to be able to overcome obstacles and find self-worth. And I really like this movie. We got two cinematic aspects. One was the boxing sequences. I really found the boxing sequences to be really cool because they use these camera angles and stuff to make the fights be more immersed, the audience in action. You feel you're getting punched in the face and you see all this blood and all this eye closing. It's really cool. And they use this close up and wide shots also to convey the physicality, the raw emotions of the boxing matches through all the cinematic experience. You also got the training montages. The training montages are really what sell the film. It uses these clever editing techniques to compress time and convey Rocky's progress in a short period, and these accompanied by a lot of music and stuff Gonna Fly Now, Eye of the Tiger. It's really cool, and this further enhances all the emotional impact of the film. And we got connection to the time period. One connection to the time period I found in this movie was the working class struggles, because Rocky captures the social economic challenges facing working class individuals in the 1970s, and he represents the blue collar worker trying to make ends meet in this kind of time, because he's not a rich guy, even though he boxes a lot, he still works at this debt collector. He's trying to make ends meet at the end of the day, and it really resonated with the audience during this time of economic recession, widespread unemployment, trying to get struggles faced by and working class Americans. So overall, as a piece of history, I feel it holds a lot of great value. This is one of my this is one of my favorite movies. My mom actually watched this movie when she was just a kid, so it really shows you how old the movie is, and it still holds up today. And this franchise still goes on today as well. You still Creed 3, I think, appeared in theaters a few months ago, and that it's still going on today. And you'll see Sylvester Stallone appear in some of those movies too. And I really like this acting performance in this movie. The whole triumph of the underdog. It makes it a really good cinematic work, and that's what I loved about this movie. So.